Hi guys, the fundamentals of mathematics. The fundamental of mathematics. Now let's see, but I want you to understand before we go into this course. The fundamentals of mathematics. I want you to believe that mathematics is a very simple course, and you also can find mathematics very easy. Just please pay attention. Now, the fundamentals of mathematics. Now, under the fundamentals of mathematics, it is so important that every student, if you wish to be very good at math, you need to understand the fundamental, which is the basis or the foundation in mathematics. Now, with this foundation, trust me, and as we go ahead in math, in this channel, trust me, you're going to be loving or finding mathematics very easy. Let's ride on. Now, the first part we're going to be doing in the fundamentals of mathematics is the arithmetic operations. That is how we're going to be summing up numbers, adding up numbers, dividing numbers, and all that. That is the arithmetic operations. Now, under that, I'm going to be picking the order of operations first. Now, what do I mean by order of operation? It's so very important in mathematics because now we're going to be moving different operations or different values or terms in mathematics from one side to another, and we need to understand the basis or the principle at first. Now look at this. Now before this, I'd like to be talking about numbers. Now the types of numbers according to the what, according to the sign before them. Now we have two types of these numbers. The first one is we have what is called a positive number. A positive number. Now, what do you understand by a positive number? A positive number is a number that is preceded by a positive sign. That is, any number that is preceded with a or by a positive sign is called a positive number. What do I mean? This year, I can have something like this: +2, I have my +3, I have my +4, I have my +5, +6, plus anything, even +2, +1,000, +1,000. It keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. Now, all of these numbers are regarded as positive numbers. Why are they called positive numbers? They are called positive numbers because they are preceded. That it simply means a positive sign is coming or is before them. And another way of recognizing the positive numbers in mathematics is what? That is any number that comes without no sign. That is any number that is able to stand on its own can also be regarded as a what? Without sign. Can also be regarded as a positive number. Now look at this. Now we have our 2, we have our 3, we have our 4, we have our 5, we have our 6, we have our 7. It keeps going even to what 1,000, and it keeps going like that. And don't forget, now these positive numbers also entails decimal, it entails rational and irrational numbers, it entails fraction also. Now, what do I mean by fraction? I don't want to go in depth into fraction now, but now let's see some examples of fraction. These are proper fractions. This is +2. It can either be +2/3, or we can just have 2/3. We can also have what 5/9, or what, or +5/9. Now, all of these numbers are regarded as what? They are regarded as positive numbers. Why are they called positive numbers? Now, these numbers are called positive numbers because they are preceded, that each of them is preceded with a positive sign or without a positive sign. Can you see? This here is preceded. This here is preceded with a positive sign, and this has no positive sign. It means each of them here can be regarded as a positive number. Now look at this also. This here is not having a positive, no positive sign, no sign before it. No operator sign. What I mean by sign is the operator sign. That is, we don't have the operator sign, no operator sign before it, and here is just coming alone, or with +5/9. Now, all of these numbers can be regarded as positive numbers. Now, let's see the negative numbers. Let's pluralize it here. Now, negative numbers. Now, what are negative numbers? Negative numbers are numbers that are always preceded with a negative sign. That is, every negative numbers, be it a fraction, be it a decimal, be it a rational or irrational number, must be preceded with a negative sign. Now, what do I mean? Examples are we can have our -2, -3, and -4, -5, -6. It keeps going like that. -1,000, -1,000,000, and all that. We can also have that in terms of fraction, -2/3. We can also have -5/8. We can also have -4/3/5. Now, all of these are called what? They are called negative numbers. Now, one thing I want you to know about positive and negative numbers. Now, the first point I want you to note here. Now, let's call this point one. About positive point one. Now, these are points that you need to take note. Now, the first point, that is all or any positive number. Are you getting it? Any positive number is greater than any negative number. What do I mean? I said the point one says let me say all negative numbers or any. Now look at this now. It said, let me say if I pick just two, this two here is greater than this minus two. It simply means my plus two is greater than what? Minus two. Even no matter how big that number, no matter how big that negative number could look like. Now you could also have your minus 1000. Now look at this here. Your minus 1000, your minus at this point here, my 2 is also, or even 1 is greater than minus 1000. 1 is greater than minus 1000. And you should also recognize the fact that 0 is also greater than any negative number, no matter how big that number looks. That is, your 0 here is greater than what? Is greater than minus 10,000. 0 here is greater than what? 0 is greater than minus 10,000. So no matter how big that number looks, now you should always note that your positive numbers, all positive numbers, are always greater than what? The negative numbers. Yes, the point two says that 0 is greater than any negative number. Please, I'm going to be explaining it down here. Now, 0, that is when we have 0. No, this 0 is always greater than any negative number, no matter how big that number looks. No matter how small or big that number looks. It simply means 0 here is greater than, I can say my 0 here is greater than minus 2, it is greater than minus 3, it's greater than minus 4, it's even greater than minus 1000. No matter how big, it's greater than 0 is greater than minus 10,000, it's greater than minus 1 million. Does that make sense? So 0 here is greater than what? Any negative number. That's that second point you need to take note of. Now in mathematics, please, we need to understand this basis so that when we keep going further, we can learn better. Now the third point is, now a negative number smaller in size. Now what do I mean? A negative number smaller in size, like this is minus 2 compared to minus 1000. So minus 2 is smaller in size. Are you getting it? Minus a negative number smaller in size is greater than a negative number bigger in size. So it simply means minus 2 here is definitely greater than minus 1000. Does that make sense at all? So we can have our minus 2, every negative number. So it means my minus 2 is greater than what? My minus 2 is greater than minus 3. Minus 1 here is greater than minus what? Minus 2. Then 0 is greater than minus 1. So that's how it looks. So we need to understand all of this process. We need to understand all of this in mathematics. Now, these are the fundamentals in mathematics. In case you have any question, please do not hesitate to send me a DM or probably comment on in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Please do not forget to subscribe. Please do me a favor by subscribing to this channel. Thank you.